Let me tell you a story. 18 years ago, this country was in a really weird spot. We had gone through this housing, calamity, crash. All most of us knew, and for myself as a 20-something-year-old man, recently graduated from college, and I use man loosely for the age I was at 20. But I was afloat. I thought I was supposed to be an engineer. I didn't have a job anymore. There was no guarantee that another job was coming anytime soon. And I was looking around, I needed to make an income. Nobody was hiring, but there's this one industry that for whatever reason, whether it's a recession or the greatest, stock market zooming up, no matter what's going on with the economy, this industry is seemingly always hiring. And it was the insurance industry. And I thought, okay, well, insurance, it's a good thing. Insurance can do good things for people, especially life insurance. Like I sometimes get frustrated, maybe you do too, if you're like me, with my property and casualty companies. But life insurance, like when it's there, everyone who receives a death benefit or receives a critical illness or chronic illness, any kind of benefit from a life insurance company, they're very grateful during that time to have received that benefit. So here we are, 2008, I'm stepping into this industry and I know nothing about it. I'm an engineer. I have a degree from Yale University in chemical engineering, and there is not a class about here's how you buy life insurance. I get it, like it's not in the blue book. I don't know if your schools have blue books or wherever all the courses are, right? So I go start working for this captive insurance agency, and I'm just walking in I'm just trusting everything that I'm told. Because again, I don't know anything like most of our clients. I know nothing about life insurance. At the time, I didn't even have life insurance on myself. The only knowledge about life insurance that I had was the fact that my mother had life insurance before she passed away. And I'll come back to that in a second. But that's the only knowledge. And that was just in receiving a claim, like receiving a benefit for something that my mother did many years ago. So I'm getting into the industry and I'm told, here's what you need to do. First, call all your family and friends and sell them the one product that we have to offer, because it was a captive organization. I could only sell their product. I couldn't shop for them. I couldn't look around for what might be better for them or what fits their needs. I just had to sell that product. And again, this was the job I had. So of course, that's the right thing to do. I just did it. Didn't question it, I just did it. Then I was told, okay, here's a book of business. Go drive, and I know this doesn't really exist anymore, but I had a debit route. I had to go out and actually pick up someone's $7.82, and that's a real number. That was their monthly premium for the $2,500 policy that they had bought however many years ago. And that's what I did. And while I was there, I was supposed to talk to them about maybe do they have any grandkids or any family that needs my services, or maybe they need a little bit more coverage, and I try to upsell them. And I did that for 18, 19 months. I learned a lot. I learned what not to do. I learned what actually serves clients. I started to remember I'm a researcher myself, so let me research and learn more about this industry. And as I learned more, I started to see this industry does do a lot of good when done the right way. And although at the time I was looking for a job in engineering at the end of my short life insurance career, I kept my options open. And luckily, I got a call from a group that said, hey, we have an independent brokerage. What we do is we help people with mortgage protection coverage. We'd love to talk to you and see if this might be an opportunity for you. So I went there with the idea of, I'm gonna check this one place out, but I'm looking for my engineering job. I was ready to go back to being an engineer. And when I got to that interview and I met with one of the founders, I heard him say, look, we have people who are looking for this coverage. Here's what the form they send in. Here are the products that we have, and here are the carriers that we have in order to help those clients. Here's a product that gives a return of premium. Here's where you can do critical illness, chronic illness, terminal illness. Here's where you can add a disability rider if that's what they're looking for. And he showed me a way to go out and truly help a client get exactly the solution for the problem that they felt that they had. And I started to do that. And I started to not only make an income and feel successful, but I was proud of my success. I was happy with what I was doing. I knew I was serving the clients. I knew that if I was the agent, just like the agent that helped my family out at one point in time, if I was going to that family to help them with a claim, I would be very happy with what I got to do. And by doing that over the last 15 years with this one group, this one IMO, I've been able to leverage that and build an agency that does that for clients all over this country. We help clients in 47 states. We're pushing for those last 3, and Puerto Rico. And in doing that, it's not that just that we're helping those clients, we're helping people out, but the agents that are doing that, they're being rewarded for the value that they're added. They're adding value, so they're getting that value back in the commissions that they're earning and the ongoing income that they get to earn in a more passive way. I'd never call something totally passive. You got to work to get income that continues to come in, but you do the work one time and you set up a stream. You're able to start building your own organization. For my family, what this has meant is that even in the ups and downs of the economy, even in the ups and downs of the things that I do, whether I've done a good investment or a bad investment, I have a business, an industry that is always there just like it is for my clients. When I put my attention on it, it pays. When I add value to it, it adds value to me. That's what I get to build every single day. That's what gets me excited. And to do that in a $1.4 trillion industry, I mean, I'm just now starting to get excited about what the possibility are, or is, or however that's said, for what my agency can look like because of the industry that I'm in. So if this sounds like maybe your story's not exactly the same, maybe you didn't go through that recession, maybe it was a different time period for you, but you've been in that place where you didn't know what was next. And you're looking for something that is purposeful, that adds value to the people and the communities that you live in, and that value comes back to you and your family. Click on the links below. Take a look at what the organizations that I have partnered with are doing and see how it might be exactly what you're looking for to build that purpose-driven life that brings value to your family that can never be taken away. This is generational wealth, and that's what the insurance industry does.